Since 1937, Community Arts Center has stood as a creative sanctuary in the heart of Cambridge. Born in the depths of the Great Depression, inside one of the country's first public housing developments, Newtown Court, CAC was built on a radical belief that art is not a luxury, but a necessity, especially for children and families whose voices have long been excluded. CAC has been a place to belong, to create, and to lead. Today, the Arts Center remains true to those roots, led by the very communities it serves. As a BIPOC-led institution, CAC represents and reflects the cultural wealth of Cambridge's most marginalized families. With over 93% of participants coming from low-income households and more than 80% living in public housing, CAC is not just an organization. It's a vital support system, a second home, a creative commons where power, identity, and joy take shape through paintbrushes, film cameras, murals, and movement. So what does our arts and belonging work look like? It begins with access to childcare, creative resources, community, and the arts. CAC's school-age childcare program supports children ages 5 to 12 with high-quality programming that nurtures curiosity, identity, and critical thinking. Kids explore big questions about gender, race, justice, and self-worth, all through the lens of creative play and expression. For teens, our media and public art programs are transformative. Youth ages 13 to 19 don't just participate, they lead. They investigate complex social issues, produce original films, and make their voices heard through their public art. One of CAC's proudest accomplishments: Do It Your Damn Self. It's the longest-running youth film festival in the country. Born out of frustration with media that ignored or flattened their lived experiences, CAC teams created a platform rooted in self-determination, story sovereignty, and artistic agency. The result? A national stage where young people speak boldly, honestly, and on their own terms. During the racial uprisings of 2020, CAC Youth again stepped into leadership. They launched the Teen Public Art Program, beginning with a striking mural titled Say Her Name, Rihanna Under the Stars. It was more than a painting. It was a collective act of mourning, resistance, and love. Since then, CAC teams have produced dozens of public art installations that reclaim space, provoke dialogue, and express the soul of their community. But CAC's reach doesn't end with youth. Our community programs are for everyone, offering free hands-on art activities like Canvas and Cookies, Paint and Sip, and Craft and Cookies. These aren't just fun events. They're deeply connective moments where neighbors become collaborators, families strengthen ties, and strangers find common ground through creative expression. Our annual Port Arts Festival and Mural Masters competition bring professional artists and youth together to co-create public artworks that celebrate the beauty and complexity of our shared histories. CAC builds belonging, not just by inviting people in, but by dismantling the barriers that have kept them out. We serve people who've been told implicitly or explicitly that art spaces are not for them. We affirm that their stories, cultures, and voices are the art. And we support their agency every step of the way with wraparound services like food access, mental health counseling, and housing support. We are more than an art center. We're a hub of cultural expression, healing, and power building. We are trusted by the families we serve because we are those families. We hire from the community, elevate lived experience, and invest in long-term relationships, not short-term transactions. In a city as diverse and complex as Cambridge, CAC is relied on as a key part of the local arts ecosystem. We don't just make space, we make change. We center youth voice, community-led governance, and arts education that refuses to be whitewashed or sanitized. We decolonize the canon. We teach from lived experience. We build a future in which belonging is not conditional, it's expected. This is what it means to build power through art, to create a Cambridge where every child, every family, every neighbor can walk into a space and say, I belong here too.